Greetings to all. Now we are going to understand about recording of transaction journal entries, sum number 14 and 15. These sum are based on specific entries where they are occurring either on the starting of the opening balances or either closing balances, and they generally occur when there is an insolvency of a debtor, or there is a payment of interest on capital, or sometimes depreciation to be charged. So let's start with the sum. Journalize the following transaction in the books of Harpreet brothers. Rupees 1000 due from Rohit are now bad debts. So here what is happening in the business? Rohit is a person from whom we have to take 1000 rupees. That is, it is a due with 1000 rupees. Now we have occurred a bad debts on that. So our journal entries will be bad debts account debit because it's a loss, and loss is always debit to Rohit because Rohit is a giver of bad debts. So you can see over here the working of this bad debts account debit to Rahul account, 1000 rupees, and narration due to Rahul is now, due of Rahul is now bad debts. Goods worth rupees 2000 were used by proprietor. So here the proprietor is using the goods for his personal use. So whenever goods are withdrawn by the proprietor for the personal use, you have to enter the transaction by applying the account name drawings. So here drawings account is debit, and here goods goes out, so they are termed as purchase because they are going with the book, where they are going with the book value. So it will be drawings account debit to purchase. Next comes charge depreciation at the rate 10% per annum for 2 months on machine costing 30,000. So we are charging depreciation. Depreciation is a non-cash loss to the assets. So we are going to decrease the value of assets, and depreciation itself is an expenses. So here entry comes with depreciation account debit to building, being depreciation charge on building 30,000 at the rate 10% for 2 months. So you can see over here working I have done, that is 30,000 multiplied by 10 upon 100 multiplied by 2 upon 12 because months are related to that. So we have to divide it by 12, and percentage itself says that it is to be divided by 100. Then comes your next, provide interest on capital 1,50,000 at 6% per annum for 9 months. So we are supposed to provide interest on capital of rupees 1,50,000 at 6% per annum for 9 months. So in this case, interest on capital. Now you always have to remember, interest on capital means what? Interest on capital is an expenses for the firm because owner is giving, owner have provided loan to the business, right? That is in the form of capital, right? Now business is paying interest on that, so it is interest on capital. So here interest on capital is an expenses, while the person himself is a receiver, so they are termed as capital. So you can see interest on capital account debit to capital account. Rahul become insolvent who owed rupees 2000. A final dividend of 60 paisa in a rupee is received from his estate. Read full transaction once again. Rahul become insolvent means he is not having enough money to pay his debts. 2000 is to be paid by him to us, but he could not pay now onwards because he was declared as insolvent. And final dividend of 60 paisa in a rupee is received from his estate means when his all assets and are sold out, he could be able to pay only when there is a 1 rupees to be taken. He is able to pay 60 paisa. On 1 rupees he is going to pay 60 paisa. So on 2000 how much rupees he will be able to pay, that we are going to understand. So have a look on this. So working respect to that I have done over here. Working number 1 working note number 1 is for interest on capital, while working note number 2 is for the bad debts which is incurred. So you can see over here, if on rupees 1 60 paisa recovered, then on 2000 question mark is recovered. So cross multiplication will give you 1200 recovered. So amount due is rupees 2000, of which less recovered is 1200. So ultimately bad debts that is not recovered is 800 rupees. So what is received? Cash is received, so debit, as we are very much aware. Bad debts itself is a loss. And to Rahul is what? Rahul is a giver of the bad debts and cash, so it will be credit. So this way your transaction will get over. Now we are going to switch on with the next sum, that is prepare journal entries from the following given below. Cash paid for installation of machinery 500. Now when we are paying the installation of machinery, because installation is a part of machinery, our journal entries will be machinery account debit to cash. Our journal entries will be machinery account debit to cash. Next entry, switch on with goods given as a charity. Now goods given as a charity, so here we are giving the goods on the basis of charity. So charity is an expenses and we are giving goods at the book value, or you can say cost value. So it will be to purchase. So you can see charity account debit to purchase. Next comes interest charge on capital at rate 7%. One total capital were rupees 70,000. So interest on capital itself says, as I had explained in the previous transaction also, that interest on capital is expenses in the point of view of business, and we are writing all the entries in the point of view of business. So interest on capital is an expenses. So interest on capital account debit to capital account. You can see over here interest on capital account debit to capital account. Working is done over here, 70,000 multiplied by 7 upon 100. So that gives you 4900 as our answer. Now we have received rupees 1200 of bad debts written off last year. So last year we have received bad debts. Now the person is now giving us back that bad debts amount. So we are recovering bad debts. Here we are recovering bad debts. So it is termed as bad debts recovered. Bad debts recovered. So our journal entries will be set up like this. Cash account debit to bad debts recovered, because we are receiving back our cash. So cash account debit to bad debts recovered. Then comes your next, goods destroyed by fire. Goods destroyed by fire. So here ultimately we are getting a loss because our goods are destroyed by fire. So loss by fire account debit to purchase. Whenever our goods are going out from the business, we have to utilize the term purchase. So you can see over here, loss by fire account debit to purchase account, being goods destroyed by fire. Now comes rent outstanding rupees 1000. Rent outstanding. So when you are paying your rent, you have a normal journal entries like rent account debit to cash. Now instead of cash, we are yet not paying our rent. So it is termed as outstanding. Outstanding means the amount which is yet not paid. So when it is yet not paid, means it is a liability increase for us. So when liability increase, we have to credit. So rent account debit to rent outstanding. Rent account debit to rent outstanding means being rent yet to be paid. Interest on drawings. So drawings, interest on drawings. So here it is a reversal effect of liability for drawings. How it will work out? So owner and the businessman. Here owner is getting money from the business, right? Because it is termed as drawings, and at the same time owner is paying interest on that. So on the point of view of business, interest on drawings is income. Income is always credit. So your journal entries will be set up. Drawings account debit to interest on drawings. Drawings account debit to interest on drawings. Being interest on drawings, charge. Being interest on drawings, charge. Then comes your next. Sudhir Kumar, who owed me rupees 3,000, has failed to pay the amount. Now Sudhir Kumar is a person who owed 3,000, has failed to pay the amount. So again this is termed as what? A purely bad debts, right? There will be pure bad debts. He pays in compensation. Now he is yet ready to pay the compensation of 45 paisa in a rupee. So where I am liable to get 1 rupee, he is ready to pay 45 paisa in a rupee. So here we have to compensate this with 45 paisa. So here your entry goes with this: cash account debit, bad debts account debit to Sudhir. Cash account debit, bad debts account debit to Sudhir, right? And narration will be: being Sudhir declared insolvent and only 45 paisa could be recovered from his private estate. Only 45 paisa could be recovered from his private estate. Working respect to this is given over here. You can see over here, if on rupees 1, 45 paisa is recovered, then on 3,000 question mark. Then on 3,000 question mark. So cross multiplication will give you 1350 as a recovered amount. 1350 as a recovered amount. So amount due is 3,000 and we recovered 1350, that is 1,350. Ultimately bad debt says 1,650. So you will get your entries like this: cash account debit 1,350, and at the same time bad debts account rupees, bad debts is 1,650, and to Sudhir it will be 3,000. Commission received in advance. We have received a commission in advance. So here commission received in advance means what? Cash account debit to commission in advance. Cash account debit to commission in advance, and commission account debit to. Now you can pass two entries over there. We can pass two entries over there: cash account debit to commission account, and then ultimately commission in advance account debit to commission. Commission in advance account debit to commission. First entry is for we have received a commission, so we are going to receive cash account debit to commission, and at the same time what we are receiving is, at the same time we are now transferring that commission. We are transferring that commission to our commission account. So commission in advance account debit to commission account. Is that clear? Okay. So that is understood. Thank you.